All right, Coach. First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 37.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are...
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and the Colts pick it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Ready?
Going to give this time to the tailback. And juke this time. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let them know. Switch.
Here's Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Set, 30 base. Topper!
Switch.
Right up.
Here's Campbell on 1st and 10. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Campbell now operating from the gun. Catch made here by Campbell. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 2nd down.
Ready.
51. I'm out. You better bring it. Hey, watch this.
Hard.
He's coming.
We got
Now Campbell to throw again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
18 Gator.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hey.
To throw is Campbell. Off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now 2nd and goal.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Campbell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Hines. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their... Under pressure, they got him again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They look to throw. It's Locke. And the catch made by Hilton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Great. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 saw.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And the Patriots first down.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
All day, dog.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now to the air. Locke. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Alpha on the board.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Shoot.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Got it? Greystone, travel.
Check 26, check 26.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. Hines, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, New England.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things
interception.
for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Campbell from the gun. He'll throw. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Steps away to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Everyone, you got 4.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he rifles one incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Campbell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 at the 10-yard line.
Slam. Switch now.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Ready.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Locke to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40.
70, Indy.
Locke now on first down. He's got it to Hilton. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Here we go. 30 base. 65.
They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing hard.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. Funchess is free. 30. 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Freeman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, pick it up, defense.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ready? 10-2 saw.
59. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Recon, 152 fighter. Back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke finding Knox there, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Let's go, defense. Out top.
Five.
Check 43. Check 90.
Twist on Travis.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
You ain't doing nothing. Hey, Zoo. Hustle. Snap.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Go. 61, matchbox. Ready?
Throwing on first down is Locke. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
3, 218, chopper.
Lucky. Whip. Watch the whip.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Pull it high.
Here's Campbell off the play fake. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards, the final tally.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Let's go one more.
Campbell now. Looking to throw on second down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Got it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That one good for 33 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety, let's go.
Freeman again. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, high 7.
Kill. Turn it up.
Ready?
On third down, it's Freeman. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throwing his lock on third down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Their own 25-yard line.
Down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Campbell. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Campbell operating from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check 50, check 50. Jim.
Freeman a first down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Ready, break.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Now Locke. Complete to Dorsett. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Campbell looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Back to throw. Campbell into the hands of Bird over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Ready? 50, plant. Topper, topper.
Kill.
Hit it.
To throw is Campbell. Off play action. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Set, ready? 8, read.
Get that quarterback, Eli. Get that quarterback.
Big grip.
Looking to throw. Campbell. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the foot back. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
And they will take a knee here.
Manziel on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up
Ready.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Now.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Manziel on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's
60 more.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for the Patriots, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.